So what we're trying to do is head back here, back up to basement number 1. We came from the left, so we're gonna go right this time. And follow this path all the way to the end, where we do have a decision to be made. Where do I want to go here? I've lost sight of everything. We want to take a right first, and run from Manticores. We're going to take that right, follow this to the end where we can find a treasure chest. I'll open that. It has an escape cloth in it, but I should be fine without it. Hopefully I have the MP. So let's head back, ignore the path to the left since that's where we came from, just head straight, and eventually we will find another staircase leading down to basement number 2, but this is further along where I want to be. This is a very straightforward path that will eventually lead us to another door leading back down to basement number 3. This is the bottom floor of the dungeon. Remember, our goal is the top. That's our goal, as in most dungeons. Heading forward is a dead end, so we're going to turn left. We're going to follow this around to find a Chaos Sorcerer, which hopefully won't do too much damage to us, unless it does that fucking attack. Unless it does that. Just one fight can drain away easily a quarter of my health. And I only get 32 experience. I should probably run from those guys too. But you know what? They could be kind of dangerous. I'm going to use some of those Roraginins I have. Hopefully we're good for the time being. Let's continue on. We do want to take a left here. Going straight leads to 2 separate dead ends, but they're still dead ends. And we can go through here. Let's show off that miracle key a bit. I think I only have 2 Roraginins left. This is not good. But we'll continue forward. Follow this path until you do hit a split. You know what? We'll try to take on the machine guard. That's not too bad. Not too bad. As you can see, I do have a bit of health, but you know, not nearly as much as I would like to have. Down goes the machine guard. 29 more experience points. It will add up eventually, hopefully. Straightforward is a dead end with 2 centaurs in it. So let's take a right instead, and this will lead us back up finally. After all, this was the bottom, so we can't go further down, can we? Let's head out of here, and we will go straight first. I'm gonna run from this guy. All right, I'm just gonna hope for the best and run from Chaos Sorcerers now. Going right will take us where we're eventually going to go, but there's a treasure chest to the left here that I want instead. So let's head here. Magically sealed door, but we got the miracle key for that. Let's head in and find ourselves a treasure chest. I do want to open it because inside is a Roragenin. That will prove to be quite useful, won't it? And a Snake Lord. This guy is not necessarily as useful. It's just occurring to me, though, that the enemies in this game, they never drop healing items. And granted, that makes sense considering that it's like, you know, medication in this game. They're like full-on pharmaceuticals. And in the Master System version, they're like food, right? It's like a burger and a soda. So it'd be weird if they dropped it, but it's one of the few RPGs that I know of where you never get healing items from your enemies. Just a random thought that I just had. All right, so we're gonna head straight here. This is kind of a mini box right here. If we had taken our first right when we entered the floor, it would have ended up right here. So we're moving forward. And eventually we will find a door once again leading up. Hooray, my new favorite direction. Let's head forward, take a right, because here we can find another treasure chest with 500 more Mercedes inside, even though I'm pretty sure that's not all that useful to me anymore. We'll go ahead and kill the Manticore, even though I don't really see a point. 21 more experience. You know what? That's not bad experience, though. I'm not opening that. I don't need your damn searchlight. If you want to head forward, there's the door leading up, but there's another treasure chest that I want. We're just going to ignore 4 of them. That's not something that I want to deal with. You know what? I can take on 2 Mad Stalkers, though. 2 Mad Stalkers is not bad, even though they just did 8 damage to me. Tylon, please? Thank you, Tylon. 44 experience for that. You know, that's not bad at all. That is not bad. So let's follow this path all the way around. Take on 1 more Mad Stalker. These guys just won't leave me alone. That time they only did 2 damage. 22 more experience. Always nice to get. Head to the end here where we can find another treasure chest. Let's open it, because inside is a Pillory Mate. Not necessarily the best healing item, but it will heal me. Let's run from the green dragon. That is not something that I care about right now. Just trying to make it through to the end. But eventually, we'll make it back here. Let's take that left, which leads us back to the door. So we will head back up, back to floor number 1. Hooray! We'll go straight here first because it does lead to a treasure chest. This one has a lightsaber in it. I haven't used those for a while, though. Let's head back and take the other path. It's a right for us now. And this will lead up to floor number 2. This one's a little weird. We're going to head straight. If you want to just head forward, it's a left. We're getting to very small floors now. I like that, though. I like that. Let's go ahead and use that miracle key here. Head through. Because at the end of this, eventually, damn it, King Saber, how many kings can there be? How many kings? Head to the end here where we can find another treasure chest. I'll open that. 20 Macedas and it exploded. All right, another round of healing. I'll be back. Well, at least that's dealt with. I am now out of Ruogenins, but we're going to turn around and try to head back here. Through the door, and eventually we will make it back to where we need to go, which is right here. This was the first left when we entered this floor. This is indeed the way forward. And there's a King Saber in my way. So it's all heals from this point forward, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. But what I want to do here is go here. Now I want to point off that if I turn left, there is a trap in the floor. It will drop us near where that 20 Maceda chest was. I'm not interested in falling down the pit on the left, so I want to go right instead. Then it should be pretty straightforward here. If I go straight, that will lead me to an empty treasure chest, so I'm not interested in going that way, so I'm going to turn right. Going left here leads to a dead end, so I'm going to turn right again. Follow this long and winding road around, and hopefully we will make it to the next floor eventually. You are not worth the 30 experience. Not at all. Let's just continue on, and eventually we will make it up to floor number 4. We're making so much progress. Okay, the first thing that I want to do here is make a right and follow this until I find another branch in the path. Hopefully the Centaur doesn't use his big multi-targeting attack here. We have seen enough of that. We have seen enough of the multi-targeting. All right, he didn't hit anybody. Didn't hit anybody. That's the randomness of this game. 0 damage or 50 to everybody. Once we hit the dead end here, I want to make a right. And we'll follow this path around until I can find another treasure chest. This one I want to open because it has a Ruogenin inside. Not that one Ruogenin's going to do much at this point, but it's at least something. Hold on. This floor is tricky. I wanted to make sure I had the right one in mind. We actually already passed it. But that's okay, because there's still one more treasure chest that I wanted to get. Just wanted to make sure where all the doors led to here. So, we'll take on the machine guard. We're getting close to the end here. We're getting very close. I am happy to say that. Very close to the end. Down goes the machine guard, 29 more experience. I do not want to open the treasure chest. That's a death trap waiting to happen. So we came from the left here, so we're going to go straight at that first intersection. We are going to make a right here. Going straight will lead you to a set of stairs that leads you to a winding hallway that can either lead you to a pit or to another door that just leads right back here. So don't go straight. Instead, we're going to go right. And we are going to hope for the best here. Going right here will lead you to a fork. If you take that right, it'll lead you to an empty treasure chest. If you take it left, it leads to the other door that leads to the hallway that led back to what we bypassed already. So we're ignoring both of those doors because they go in a loop. And we're going straight. Because if I take the path straight, I can find a Snake Lord, which is not that bad at the end of the day. This is not all that bad. Snake Lord is something that I can easily handle. 26 more experience for the party. It doesn't seem to help all that much though. But we can make it to the end here where we can find another locked door. We'll use the dungeon key on this one. And on the other side, we can eventually find a treasure chest. We will open it so that we can find a Ruagenin. That's the last treasure chest. That is the only one that I care about left in the dungeon. Let's head out of here. So once again, we're ignoring going left because that led to the loop and the empty treasure chest. We're instead going to head here. Going right leads to a door that goes back into the loop. So we're going to take a left. We're running from the Chaos Sorcerer because this guy can do a lot of damage to me when the game decides he should. Right now, they're not deciding that at all. Come on now. Come on now. I could have killed him by now, damn it. Thank you. All right, going straight here leads us back to the treasure chest where I got one of the Ruagenin, so we're gonna make a right. And we're going to head up here. Going left will take us to the entrance to this floor that we took. So we're gonna take a right, fight a Snake Lord. This guy is not too bad. And apparently Elisa can dodge fire now. That's always a plus, especially near the end of the game. 26 more experience. We're not going to open that. We're going to head forward. Going left here is where a pit will drop you. We're going to get to that pit pretty soon, but for us right now, it's a dead end. If you take a right here, dead end. So we're going to take a left, and we're going to go through... I swear to God, they call it door number 23. There are 25 doors in this dungeon. It's insane. And we're on floor number 5, the highest floor. This is where we want to be. Straight, left, forward, forward, turn. Right here is a pit. This is where you would fall to get to the spot that I just described on the previous floor. So we need to untrap this, so that we can head forward to the end of the dungeon. We've made it. It's a long and winding road here, but we've made it. We're going to make it. This is one hell of a dungeon. This one takes forever to go through. Like I said, you have to go through certain floors 3 times. Granted, we got a couple optional stuff, but the crystal was mandatory. I believe it's mandatory. I've at least never beaten the game without it. It makes it a lot easier, I'll say that. But the miracle key was definitely optional, but that one wasn't too bad. This dungeon's just plain huge. Let's head out of it. And we've made it to the sky. We've made it to the top, and we get the view. Look at that view. And look at our party. We've made it quite a ways, and things have worked out quite well. And we will pick up from here next time. That is going to do it for these parts of Let's Play Phantasy Star. I've been BallerScoop. I've been joined, as always, by my Aloft crew of Elisa, Meow, Tylon, and Loot. When we come back, we'll head to the end of the game. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.